I'm going to put you on. I'm so excited. There's a few items that I've been using for some time now that I can swear by in my personal life, okay? So let's get this disclaimer out right from the gate. I'm not a licensed professional. I'm not a health expert. I'm not a doctor. I have lived and learned. I have studied. I have read. I have lived. I have experienced these supplements that I'm about to talk to you about. They have changed my life. And I don't say this lightly. I really, really mean that. I was all the way up in the pharmaceutical, let's call it an entanglement. I grew up with a nurse. Growing up, we had a full medicine cabinet dedicated to just lots and lots of pills. Over-the-counter medicine for everything. To give you a quick backstory as to why I'm so obsessed with natural medicine, my daughter has sickle cell. She was diagnosed at a very early age, so I had to learn so much about just remedies and the body and how to make sure that she has the ultimate chance at a normal life. I fell on information about a natural way to address sickle cell. Okay, and this is where the journey began for me. This is where it began. This is where I fell in love with herbs, plants, roots, you name it, because they have been so effective in allowing my daughter to have a regular life. And so I started helping myself, address some of my challenges. So, all to say, these are my 12 top supplements that I swear by, that have worked for me, and so I hope it works for you. Another disclaimer, if you are already on some kind of medication, you are being followed by an expert, please consult them first and ask them about these items if they go against some of the treatment that you're already on, if they can make things worse. We don't want that. So let's also understand that natural medicine is just as strong, if not more potent than pharmaceutical drugs. So we got to make sure that this is okay for you, okay? So make sure you consult a specialist, whether it's a naturopathic doctor or your family doctor, whoever, but just make sure that it doesn't go against what you're already taking. All right, let's get into it. First, let's get into what I take for energy and mood. And I think this is a common one because when I talk about what I take to help myself have a boost first thing in the morning especially, I get a lot of big eyes, oh my God, where is it? Where can I get it? People get excited about that, and I think that says a lot. I think it shows that a lot of us are dealing with fatigue. It's been a rough past couple of years for many of us. So I think anything that can help uplift our spirits and just help us have a boost to get started with the day, especially if you're working from home. It's easy to just be drained and just chronically fatigued, but there can be other issues causing that too. So what has been helping me, number one, is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. This little genius bottle right here, it comes in different forms. There's two forms here that I have. This one is a 15-time concentrated. You can get this on Amazon. I'll have all the links in the description box. It's basically plant blood. It's what gives it its green color. And the molecular structure of chlorophyll is almost identical to the human hemoglobin, the red blood cell, except that the center atom is magnesium instead of iron for humans. So just imagine what it does. When it gets into your body, it's oh, we know what to do with this. This looks, you belong here. That's our cousin. We get along. Your body knows exactly what to do with it. So whatever your blood does, think of it. Energy, oxygen transportation, detoxing, just so many benefits to this. And if you have sickle cell, if you have anemia, if you have any blood issues, please look into this, okay? Next up we have Rosiva. I don't have it handy, but I can tell you, I could get emotional talking about Rosiva. Rosiva has helped me in my most dark times ever in my life. I was coming out of a very toxic, nasty relationship. The depression that I overcame was low. It was low. It was the lowest point I've ever hit in my life, okay? And Rosiva has many benefits. I will list some of it on the screen, but essentially it's helped me with depression, anxiety, and just the feeling of overwhelmingness. Another mood booster, I would say, is Peaceful Calm by Healing Blends Global. Peaceful Calm also helps with anxiety, restlessness. It helps with mental focus. It improves sleep without drowsiness. So it says you can take up to 4 tablets twice daily. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, I take a little bit more. And that's just all me. Listen, I'm a guinea pig. I'll try anything. I want to say I educated myself and I know how far I can take it. Let's just put it that way, okay? So do your own research, but if you look into the plants, the roots that are in here, the seeds and the herbs, it's good stuff. Oh, and the reason why I also mentioned this on top of Rosiva is because Rosiva is just this one plant, right? And this one has more than one. It's like a blend of different roots and seeds. And what I find with blends is that they have like a synergistic ability. Like they can address more than one thing. You get so many more benefits than just taking the one herb or the one plant. The next category is weight loss and digestion. Now, I have a history of like really bad digestion, and I had severe constipation for many years. So my colon needed help, okay? And these are some of the items that I've been taking to help myself heal. And I continue to take them as well just to stay on top of it, but here they are. First up is papaya enzymes. It sounds so simple. Your body naturally creates or releases enzymes, okay, when you're digesting food. So papaya enzymes are a way to like supplement your body with help to digest. So before I take anything that could cause me, let's say, indigestion or just discomfort or bloating, I take this. So it says you could take 1 tablet with each meal or as directed by a health professional. So as I take my first bite of food, let's say I'm having like fried chicken or fries or anything that's not quite healthy, or even carbs, if I'm gonna have spaghetti or any type of pasta or even rice, anything that typically makes me feel bloated, I take some of this and it helps break down the food. So papaya enzymes, it's a good stuff, and it's super cheap too, so check it out. Also, this colon cleanse. If you've seen my short video, I forget how we call them on YouTube, shorts. If you've seen my shorts video on losing your stomach fat or your belly pouch, this colon cleanse is definitely on top of the list of what has helped me reduce this right here, this thickness right there that a lot of us women have. Part of it is hormonal, part of it is diet, part of it is simply fat. Mine, a lot of it is bloating and indigestion. So this colon cleanse, y'all, I can't speak well enough about this. It flushes you out, but in a good way, in a non-painful way. You take let's say 1 or 2 tablets right before you go to bed. They're actually not tablets, they're caps, veggie caps. And they're small, they're not big. So you take a veggie cap right before you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, you go to the bathroom, and that's it. I feel like I immediately see a difference. So let me know how it works for you. But this stuff right there, it helps with this very soft bowel movement, non-painful. There's no pain, there's no bloating, there's no gas, there's no discomfort. Like, I haven't experienced this, and I've been using this for at least a year by now. Next up is aloe vera. Aloe vera, I recently got put on this. I think it was Jaclyn Hill on YouTube. But I heard of it prior to that, but I think I only decided to buy it once I saw her video. It convinced me that there was something there, and there is something there, okay? Wow. Again, gentle, it barely tastes anything. It's a source of antioxidants. It's used in herbal medicine as an emollient to help relieve irritation and inflammation of the gastrointestinal tract. I'm so glad I discovered this. So this is a local brand. I live in Montreal, Quebec. This is a local brand, but there are plenty of other brands on Amazon, iHerb. I'll put a link to a highly recommended brand in the description box for you, but I don't think I'll ever go without aloe vera. I'm sold. Sold. Both together, these two have helped me solve my constipation issue. That's it. Hands down. Next category is the menstrual cycle. I grew up with severe pain, severe abdominal pain every time I had my period. I tried for years to find ways to deal with it. I've been told to simply take my Advils or my Tylenol first thing in the morning before I even have pain. Over time, these over-the-counter drugs have caused me severe acid reflux and other abdominal issues, so I had to find another way. I mentioned earlier my daughter has sickle cell, right? So I fell on Even Flow. If you never heard me speak about this before, please be put on, especially if you deal with any kinds of blood disorders, severe inflammation, muscle or nerve pain. This has helped me with menstrual cramps. It has many benefits for the heart, the brain, the nervous system, the blood, okay? So it's multifaceted. I also discovered ginkgo biloba. Now I ran out because I take this stuff every single day when I'm on my period. Ginkgo biloba is also a plant, but we use the leaves for the supplements. So ginkgo supplements are associated with several health claims and uses, most of which focus on brain function and blood circulation. And I could tell you, that's all I use now. In severe cases, in full transparency, when I'm really in pain, I take Tylenol if I have to. So that's how I look at pharmaceutical drugs now. It's like as a backup plan. It's not the main thing I run to. Last and not least, the last category is the immune system, okay? Cold, flus, infections, allergies, all of that also falls in, you know, the category of the immune system. So what I've been taking to not only strengthen my immune system, but to also support it when I'm having an issue is wild oregano oil. Child, this stuff is disgusting. It's gross. It's so gross. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate taking this. But it's so effective. Unbelievable. It's one of those, you know, like those grandma remedies when they gave you as a kid and you were like, no, I don't want it. But I know it's gonna help me feel better. But no, it's that. It's this right here. This is hardcore, okay? So this is my trick. I've known people who use this for years and barely ever got sick. So that's a secret for a lot of people. So I'm putting you on. Wild oregano oil, if you take just a few drops, the second you feel that little itch, you know, you get that little itch in your throat when you're coming down with something, you take a few drops of that, you put it under your tongue, sublingual, and you wait, let's say 60 seconds before you chase it with water or juice. All your symptoms might disappear in an instant. I'm just saying, it might. I can't claim anything 100% because I'm not trying to get sued. But let me tell you, this is hardcore. My next best trick for not only supporting my immune system, but also just fighting an infection is this TheraZinc. Now, I found this on my own. Nobody put me on, but I discovered it one day and I already knew that zinc was already a very potent mineral for fighting infections. But this blend right here, so it has zinc, menthol, echinacea, and slippery elm. I know slippery elm is excellent for helping with like mucus, overproduction of mucus. There's also clove bud essential oil. So, I mean, this concoction too is genius. Whoever is inventing these things, thank you. Thank you. On behalf of society, thank you. Because this is a bunch of great stuff in one bottle. This is like maybe my third bottle in the last couple years. If you have a sore throat and you spray this at the back of your throat, it says what? 8 sprays, 1 to 6 times per day. Let's say you're coughing a lot too, lozenges are usually even more helpful with that. I have both. I carry the little candies in my pouch, in my purse when I'm on the go, and the spray I get the big version because again, I rely on this a lot. All right, so we're approaching the end, but I still have a couple more for the immune system. Good old cod liver oil. If you're from the Caribbean, you don't know about codfish oil. What? Where you been? Cod liver oil is the truth. It's been the truth. It will remain the truth. Let's put it that way, okay? This stuff is hardcore. It doesn't taste the best, of course. I will link actually, so this is one brand. This is made in Canada, but there are other brands that I've used in the past. There's one particular, I think it's Swedish. I'll link it below. It does not taste like fish. I know that's usually people's biggest worry when I speak about codfish oil. Different brands have different flavors too. Lemon flavor or cherry or green apple. Like you could try different ones. And for kids, there's bubble gum. There's different types. If you rather take the pills are so big. I can't do the pills. They're way too big. You will see benefits. You will feel the benefits. It's great for inflammation. It helps your immune system. If you have allergies, you need to be put on this. Hello? If you have allergies, this will totally help with your whole sinus area, all this here. Like, you will come back and thank me. Unless you're on some kind of blood thinner, because cod liver oil will naturally thin your blood. If, again, you're dealing with allergies, severe allergies, especially at this time of the year, please take some codfish oil like yesterday. Last but not least, vitamins. Vitamin C. Look at this bad boy. I swear by this. If you know me personally, you're probably sick and tired of hearing me talk about vitamin C. If you buy them in powder form like I do, you literally need like a quarter of a teaspoon. But just a quarter of a teaspoon will give you 1,000 milligrams. That's way above the minimum requirement, but especially if you're fighting something, vitamin C. Another one of my favorites is vitamin D. Vitamin D. So I have it in two different kinds here, vitamin D3 and K2, because I was recently educated on the fact that K2 together with vitamin D3 helps with maximum absorption. If you're melanated, you need much more than what they say you require on a daily basis. Do your own research, but I'm sure you'll come to the same conclusion. Most of us not living in our countries of origins, aka Haiti, the Caribbean, Africa, we are all lacking, deficient in vitamin D. So we all technically require supplementation. Well, that's it. That englobes my favorite 12 supplements that have changed my life. Scientists are still trying to figure plants and roots out. Like, hello. It goes to show that there's a lot there. There's a lot to discover about our nature and its benefits and its potential. And it just blows my mind that what we need for our bodies is right there at our disposal. We just need to know which one is for what and take it. Just take it. And there's not a whole lot of money in it. And that's why there's not enough research done on our plants and our roots. But I digress. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned from it. I hope you try some of these supplements. I hope they change your life the way they changed mine. Comment below on any other tips or tricks or remedies that you learned from maybe your grandmas or grandfathers or any other family members or mentors or anybody in your life who's put you on natural effective remedies for all sorts of ailments. I know sea moss is a great one. I have it in pill form. I've only scratched the surface. These are my top ones, but I promise you I have a cabinet full of just good stuff that I can rely on if I'm dealing with something. So I want to make a video on what I give my daughter Ruby, like a kid's version of what I did today. But let me know if you're interested in seeing that. Comment below. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not yet. And I'll see you in my next one. Remember to stand tall in life and in love. Mwah.